Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today you joined me in an X3M competition, and the reason for that is we're going to be fitting a brand new set of MSS height adjustable springs to this car. If you go back to the video of the X4M I did, you would have noticed that I was complaining a little bit about how stiff the suspension was, but I didn't want to give a complete judgment on the car because it was fairly new, and I know with our F90 M5 it's something I did complain about, but the suspension did loosen up after a couple of thousand miles. So this car has, let's have a look, around 2,000 miles on it, so it's got a little bit more mileage than the last one, and it still feels fairly stiff. This road is pretty bumpy, so it'll be a good test of it. And I have driven an X3M with around 4,000 miles on it, and to be honest, it wasn't that much better. So the whole purpose of the MSS kit is that you can lower the car if you wish and get better ride comfort than the stock suspension provides. Or if you want even more comfort, you can run it at stock ride height. So this particular customer said that he wants to run it at stock ride height, but as part of the video we will lower the car as much as we can just to show you what it looks like, and we'll gather data on how much movement the car has stock with the MSS at stock ride height and then with the MSS at the lowest level, so you can compare the differences between them. So I'm going to head back to the workshop now and let Aston and Hash crack on with this. We'll fit the MSS, show you the kit, and then we'll go out in the car again and see what the difference is. While the guys are busy taking the stock suspension out, we can take a closer look at the MSS Ride Management System. So we have the kit set out here. These two springs go on the rear, and this is the special part of the MSS kit. So this bottom spring is fused from two different springs, so it has two different spring rates. The adjuster then sits in between that spring and the top spring. And then the ride height can be managed by the adjuster here. So the kit also comes with new PU seats and new bump stops. On the front it has a single spring and the adjuster sits on the bottom like so. So not only does this fit into the stock spring location, you don't need to modify anything on the car, it also provides superior ride comfort because of the rear suspension and because it has three different spring rates. Now we've experienced this suspension on lots of different cars like the M2, the M3 and the M5, and it has improved the ride quality amazingly. This car actually needs a lot of help in that department because it seems like it's very stiff. So I'm really looking forward to getting this on the car and testing it out. Now the MSS kit has been fitted to this X3M, we can take a closer look. If I step back, I think the stance that is provided is absolutely spot on. So this is set to the lowest setting that is possible, and we've maintained the factory rake. I think it looks really aggressive and purposeful. I have driven the car on the lowest setting just to see what it's like, and we've captured some data for that. But this particular customer wanted to have the car at stock ride height for maximum comfort. So we're going to raise the car up now and then take it out for a drive, and I'll share my impressions with you. With the car back to stock ride height, which is one of the unique features with the MSS suspension, you don't have to lower it. Let's go take it for a drive and see what it's like. So I have been driving the car around on the lowest setting, and it's more comfortable than the stock. And to be honest, even at stock ride height, it doesn't feel much different to the MSS on the lowest setting. It's maybe slightly more comfortable. The data does show that the car is less comfortable with completely stock, and then with the MSS at the lowest it's slightly better, but MSS stock is then slightly better than that. But really there's not much difference in it on the MSS fully lowered and then at stock ride height. And fully lowered, it does look fantastic. I think the difference is in the way the car handles. So with the MSS on the lowest setting, there is a lot less body roll, so it's much more dynamic. On the stock ride height, it's still better than stock, much more comfortable, but there's slightly more lean in the corners. But yeah, soaking up the bumps really well now. Really impressed with it, as I am every time we use it on any car, to be honest. But yeah, with the X3M, it was a particular gripe about how stiff the suspension was. But on this bumpy country lane, which is our normal test surface, it's soaking it up really well. Overall, really happy with this kit. I was very excited to test it out. It's comfortable, both stock ride height and when it's lowered. But when it's lowered, it looks absolutely fantastic. And it still retains a lot of comfort. So overall, I think this is just as good as any of the other kits that we've tested from MSS. I'm going to head back to the workshop and wrap up the video now. So this is the last video we are filming before we lock down to the public. We won't be able to film anything until things improve in the UK with the COVID-19 situation. I pray that all you guys remain safe during this period. Please stay home and try and do whatever you can to make the situation better for all of our health services, and we'll see you as soon as the situation is better. We do have probably around 4 or 5 videos that aren't edited, so if you do see stuff coming out from us, we haven't filmed anything new, it is because we've already filmed it. So until next time guys, see you later. Thank you for watching guys. If you want to watch more of our videos, you can watch them over here. If you want to watch what YouTube suggests that you might like from our videos, you can watch them over here. As always, if you haven't already, please like our video and subscribe to our channel. If you've got any questions for us, please drop them in the comments below and we'll do our best to answer them for you.